two things Bunji Garlin always going to do. One, send me to the dictionary. And two, impress me with complex ideas. Yes, Soca is also a place for complex literary ideas, and my job is to make sure you don't miss the meaning and we can enjoy local music outside of our fete by looking at the lyrical complexities and celebrating the creativity of our artists. Where's the poetry in Roadman by Ian Alvarez, known to us as the Viking, Bunji Garlin.
Sail out by the truck with the gyal them up on the top. Play.
Now before we get going, all you know the routine, but special thanks first to all of you. We up to 2,000 subscribers. We hit the target for the season already, so now we're going for 2,500. Small steps, all yes, small steps. Make sure to like, subscribe and share. Really appreciate all the discourse happening across all the social media platforms. We're talking about reading. Roadman by Bunji Garlin reads like a letter to his fan base, or even to himself, that elevates the importance of his cultural contributions over a competition. He begins with the words, still out by the truck, with the gyal them up on the top, playing. Some nice assonance. We have that truck top kind of song idea there. We know song device is critical to Garlin's rhythm, but from the start that word still sets up the story he wants to tell. He's saying, look, what done happen? I am still here making music for the people and having fun without the pressure of competition. To me, this is a kind of vulnerable moment. How? One, he writing something like a letter, a message usually suggests to some sort of confession. And this is not the first time Garlin talking about our road march race. If you're following his career and lyrics, you'll know why the win that he had in the road march meant so much to him, because for years he thought that his style couldn't reach the pinnacle of, I guess, soca music appreciation, which is road march. People want a song on the road, and all here, our artists feel underappreciated. Sometimes they're just humans, That is why it's so important for the people in charge of competitions and things to be transparent and uphold integrity. Uphold integrity is actually the least we could do for our cultural icons that putting out so much into the work. Anyway, Garlin saying that despite all of them things that happen, I still here. And to me, that is powerful. He confesses in the letter style writing that the road is part of him. He says he is programmed, which of course is a metaphor because it's giving him a kind of machine-like aura and speaks that kind of immortality too, that he will always be there. I also like the machine-like sound of the voice at the top of the song. It matches the whole idea of the program metaphor. So that is the idea of how the recording, the production, meet the lyricism. Let's go to verse 1. He responding to everybody who messaged him and asked if he done with the road match. The answer is yes, I'm done with competition, but I ain't finished with the road. I'm not done with music. And here's why he sent me to the dictionary. He say that this is not the road vestiges. If anybody ever hear vestiges in a soca song, I'm buying a certified scoop for you in Eastgate. As I say, on spot one time. Garlin, what you mean? Dive into the dictionary. Vestiges, that word means it remains, the remnants of something that kind of disappearing. And like I tell you, Garlin, he's a genius. It's not about complex words alone, it's the metaphor of contrast, because he's saying this is not the road vestiges. In other words, this is not the end of me. I promise all you that are still here. Garlin's work, it's always so cohesive. The man could teach CXC writing, I feel, boy. All you feel. He then shows gratitude to everyone who was checking up on him and his whole team, and he land a nice punchline. My Carnival show on a different episode. Next metaphor, but this metaphor, it has some extension to it. His participation in Carnival is the topic, or the tenor as we call it, and the vehicle is a TV show. The extension of that show is it on a different episode, which we could connect to that same idea of programming at the top of the song. See how it cohesive and it coming together? The more I analyze this song, the more I love it, and I hope you all starting to love it a little more too, because verse 2 is even more vibes. He says, we and the road, we can't separate. Hyperbole and metaphor. Hyperbole, of course, in the exaggeration, and the metaphor is because he's painting an image of he and the road as one. And I like that little AI visualizer too they use in the lyric video. I like how AI making plenty mundane lyric videos come to life for this carnival. Keep up with the technology, I like it. However, when we're looking at this metaphor, we say it extended throughout the song. I tell you, Garlin could real right. He and the road can't separate. You wanna know why? because he's a road man. He's saying nature found a way to replicate the components of the road screen. In other words, Garlin began showing the similarities between the human body and the actual makeup of the elaborate pitch lake asphalt road. Carbon in the body, carbon in the road. Hydrogen and oxygen also, so therefore, he's a road man. He's a road man by the biochemical makeup. He and the road is one by that way. That is genius. It's genius and you all know it. All you know it, all you know it, all you know it. Yui, I hereby call on you to bestow upon Garlin an honorary doctorate of literature. Because come on, so unique, you don't get that in Soca. So stanza 2 is a full extended metaphor, you know. And not only is it an extended metaphor, the stanza allows a different perspective on the title Road Man. Not just somebody walking on the road, but somebody in one, as one rather, with the road. So now I feeling like the road man is some sort of sub or post-human entity that just cannot be stopped at Carnival. I could see a road man movie already. Like after Carnival, the road man just melt back into the road. Again, carried away. No, it's not because of that. It's just watching. I love Garlin bad and I love what he's doing. Writing, second to nothing. That is our next 10 on it. 10 out of 10 on the poetry scale for all them extended metaphor in the Soca. There's the poetry in Road Man by Bunji Garlin.